got you this nice little ring box to keep your wedding rings in. It's got today's date and everything. Also, I think, I'm pretty sure I'm the only person that got a t-shirt. I was supposed to put that on, I didn't know the timing, I was going to unveil it out of So, it's an honor to be asked to witness and participate in a major, perhaps the major step in such a focused and impressive young couple's lives. It's nice to think Gwen remembers us fondly enough to include us along with her valued friends and family. I'm Tim, along with my wife, over in the corner, Betty. We have managed Los Olas Beach Club Resort 3 miles down the road for about 40 years, which is a long time, but that's another story. Gwen came to work for us a couple of years ago as a young teenager. It was a gal named Suzanne O'Brien who strongly suggested we hire her, and if you know her, I was not about to question her or challenge her on that decision. Suzanne had worked for us as well, and she and I were good friends of the family, and I think the term drinking buddies could apply to some of the tales I had just heard brief sketches of. They live in Liverpool currently and send their best wishes, and we're among the people that are hoping to meet up with them again on this side of the pond or the other. When we first met Gwen, she was obviously smart, possibly even on the nerd spectrum. Nothing wrong with that. She was a little quiet and shy, serious and demure even. Well, we had to change that. And we set about doing it by putting her in activities such as trying to host karaoke, which she took to really well. She just loved it. And checking people in from the front desk and meeting customers for the first time at the resort. It's an important job dealing with potentially hot and tired people that are anxious to get in their rooms. And for that, she had a partner and mentor in the lovely Patty. Stand up over there, because I was sitting next to Gwen yesterday at lunch. And what did I say?
Technically, I was employed before Patty.
So are you saying you mentored her?
Yes.
But we were sitting next to her and she just said, I love Patty. So grateful for bringing Patty too. And sitting next to her, I won't make him stand up, is Don, who might be the best maintenance man in Brevard County. So in between drilling her about her life and her plans, teasing her for being young and organized because we're jealous, and trying to get her to drop out of school and join the leisure industry, she came to enjoy her time with Patty as much as we look forward to having her on ship with us. She took everything in, came out of her shell, handled people, computers, papers, and learned a lot about our business and maybe some about life from us older folks. She picked up so much about customer service, in fact, when I asked her what all she had learned with us, she said, I learned I don't want to be in customer service. That's our Gwen. She knows what she wants and she sets about to get it. I speak about Gwen because I know her best, and also because truthfully, we didn't know a great deal about her beau Adam. And that's because she kept her love life on the ultra down low. We heard occasional references about a boy who was a friend, but she would not fess up even when pressed. He's just a friend, she would say. One time her friend, who was a boy, brought her lunch at work or dropped off a car, and I'm thinking, you know, what's all this about? But she would never let on. Maybe they weren't that serious of an item yet. Maybe Adam didn't know he was her boyfriend yet. Was she planning for him to ask her out before he planned to ask her out? Clever girl. In any event, this is what I do know about Adam. A, is he not just dreamy over here? Drink this in. Everybody looks wonderful, but that's good stuff right there. 2, he has embarked upon a great career that enables travel and adventure that they both share a love for. And 3, he's chosen a gem for a life partner. I'm not only impressed with these kids, I'm envious of all they've already accomplished and all that awaits them. They've seen Texas, California, Georgia, Hawaii, maybe Europe will be in their future. It's a beautiful thing to witness. And she gave Chris and I the most thoughtful and beautiful card. It handprints so pretty. I had to go back and look at it because I thought it was cursive. It was just printing. But it had all the little swirls on it and everything. I gotta walk while I'm doing stuff. It wouldn't be a wedding toast without a mention of cephalopods. And I bring that up because although this was not a religious service, and it said that in the script, the quote, which she had picked somehow, was by Victor Hugo, and he wrote Les Miserables, which I've never read and she's never seen. And I asked her, "Have you seen that?" "No, I haven't seen it. It's a play. It's probably a movie or something like that." But in my mind, when I see Victor Hugo, I was like, well, he also wrote Hunchback of Notre Dame, cool flick, good book. But he also wrote a little book called Toilers of the Sea. And in Toilers of the Sea, the main protagonist gets in a life and death struggle with a giant octopus, almost life-size. And there's a picture of it. If you remember a kid looking through the library for octopus, squids, whale sharks, and dinosaurs, he would have come across this little painting here. And so when I saw Victor Hugo there, it's like, that's just, is that serendipity?
Did you forget to print it on white paper?
Patty had yellow paper in the time she was painting broken houses. But I had accidentally, there's about 3,800 words that describes the whole battle, and I accidentally printed that out. I didn't realize it was 10 pages long. But I say all that to say this, you get certain triggers that help you to remember things. So when you hear Les Miserables, or you go to see the play, or you hear the name Victor Hugo, the great French author and poet, think of the giant octopus battle, think of Gwen and Adam's wedding today. And I will pass this around because I love it. This is a beautiful picture of Gwen. Looks like it's COVID area, but she's responsible for one of the most hilarious moments in our history with this little ditty here I'm going to pass around. We were doing some work at the resort, and it was going to involve some disruption, disruption to people's lifestyle. And whereas she was knee-deep in science and all the smarty-pants brain things, she may not have been the best speller in the world. And I think this particular document, every week when people check in, here's a list of events that are going on. And this one, I believe, I'm not sure, but I think it got out to most of the guests before anybody caught the typo. And the typo was so awesome that we didn't even reprint it, we just scratched through it and left it there because we were having such a good time laughing in the office. And the picture on the backside, her sheepish expression on her, you got me, is just funny. But take a look at this last sentence here and pass that around and see her sorry. She's sorry for the inconvenience. And then with that, I've done my bit. I'm so proud and honored that you have brought me in. It's a pleasure to meet you as well. God bless you. On to the next one.
We've got the camera on.